Welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. May you live your truth. Live from Los Angeles, this is Dr. Erin. We come together each day to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We also come together as a community in Soulciété. We are committed to being the #1 spiritual leaders community in the world. We're all about enlightenment, empowerment, and yes, entrepreneurship, because we truly believe that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and a message to bring to the world. And we believe that through entrepreneurship, we are here to awaken through this incredible innovation that we're up to. So let's do this thing today, you guys. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, suspending the breath, and exhaling out. So today we're going to talk about creating your life purpose statement. One of the things that we do in Soulciété is we birth someone's truth. That's part of the process of reprogramming the subconscious mind. It's all about dealing with the trauma in the subconscious mind, shifting to the true identity, taking back our power, and getting clear of what our true values and commitments are. And then we birth our purpose and calling. That's done through transforming the trials and tribulations into triumph and really seeing in the lineage in past lives and this lifetime what suffering we've gone through to realize our why. Why is something that we're up to so important to us, so we can get really clear of that purpose and calling. And then what we do is we create a life purpose statement for ourselves. And I'm going to walk you through what that is. It's one of the most powerful things I have done for my life. So one of the most powerful quotes that has touched my life is a famous quote by Goethe, which is all about commitment. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would have never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no man could have dreamt would have come his way. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it now. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. I absolutely love that quote. I've tried to memorize that quote I don't know how many times in my life, and I just can't seem to do it. I guess that the words are so beautiful that I just need to read them and see them and be with them each time. So it brings me to a really a poignant point in my life. And there's times in our life, I believe, that are landmarks for us, that are points and moments that shift us forever. And I don't believe there's one. I think there's many. And for me, there's been many. So one day I was with a dear friend of mine, and he was a great artist. And I asked him one day, I said, when did you start to love art? And he began to tell me a story of when he was a little boy, and he went over to the neighbor's house, and he referred to his neighbor as one of the sweetest men he'd ever met. And he said that the man began to tour him around his house, and he took him through his garage, and he took him into his art studio, and he started seeing all these big pieces of wood. Some were on the ground, some were hanging, and he came across this magnificent wood carving in the middle of the room, carving. And the man he was a wood sculptor, right? So he proceeded to tell him how he would chip away everything that was not in the form of what he had envisioned. So it wasn't necessarily about finding that vision. It was about chipping away everything that wasn't in that vision. And I'll never forget that, because it placed this kind of metaphor in my mind around what we're really doing here. A lot of the spiritual work is really just about getting out of the way. We're already divine. We're already creative, dynamic spiritual beings. Our work is to get out of the way. Same with the profound quote around love. Our job is not to love. Our job is to take down the walls between us and love, right? So this is really the art of simplifying, you could call it, right? And so I believe that creating our life purpose statement is really becoming the sculptor of our life, because sometimes people go, well, I don't know what my life purpose is yet. I don't know. Some people have done a lot of the inner work. Maybe they're part of Soulciété and they've birthed their truth and they've birthed their purpose and calling, and they know. And when they get to writing their life purpose statement, it's so clear for them. Others have not come to that. Others are out in the world and they're like, well, what if I don't know my life purpose statement? What if I'm still going through trials and tribulations and I haven't had triumph over stuff? This is the beauty of it, right? This is where you become the sculptor of your life as you go through it. You begin to experiment. You can begin to go out there and discover, what do you like? What don't you like? Same within the romantic world. Lots of friends of mine are dating and they want to find the one, and they think they should write down some big list or whatever. And they really just haven't discovered. Go out there and date. Discover what you do and do not like, and what is for you and what's not for you. This is the sculptor becoming the sculptor of your life. And this is a process of creating your life purpose statement. We are all about simplifying and disentangling from things you do not want. We chip away the chaos, you deconstruct the suffering, and you follow your bliss. But people often forget that following your bliss was also sacrifice. Joseph Campbell had the famous quote of follow your bliss, but people forget that the quote was sacrifice and follow your bliss. Being a wood chipper is a lot of work. A wood sculptor is a lot of work, right? It's not like you just walk in and there's your beautiful sculpture. You have to work at that and refine it and work some more at it and keep looking and seeing what is still in the way of your perfect piece of art. We clean up, we clear out, we clear down, we release all the frills and unravel which no longer serves us. You become the mathematician that deciphers computations to see the base of the equation. You become the scientist that boils down the substance of the primary factors. You become the therapist that peels back the layers of the onion to the heart of the matter. Simplicity is an art. Simplicity is the path of awakening. It's really about getting out of your own way. And so today, as we create our life purpose statement, we must first understand our own personal truth. And this is a process of what I call the reprogram of the subconscious mind. We call it the truth triangle within Soulciété. And it's really birthing your true power, your true passion, and your true purpose. And once you've done that, you're able to get really clear of what your actual life purpose statement is. And so in this divine moment, I know that there is a truth for you. So let's break this on down, okay? So life purpose statement is something within Soulciété we do every quarter. At first, when I began to do my life purpose statement, it would change every quarter. And as I've gotten more and more clear in my career and in my calling, it doesn't change anymore. But it did for a long time, but it would be my North Star of every quarter, because in Soulciété what we do is every quarter is we create our life like we're the CEO of our personal and professional life, and we write out our life purpose statement as kind of our guiding North Star of our life. So we're going to do that right now, okay? So you might want to get out a piece of paper and write some of this stuff down, because it's one of the most powerful things I have ever done or I've witnessed the clients I've worked with do. So we're going to create your life purpose statement. So how do we do this? So basically, if you do not know exactly what you're here to do, your purpose and calling, your first thing to do in creating your life purpose statement is to basically write down everything in your life that you're up to. And you basically put it into two categories. You're either like a hell yes or a hell no. You have to put it into those two areas of your life, right? So you're going to make a list of the things you spend time doing and put them into two categories. You love or you don't love. A hell yes or a hell no. And then you're going to schedule the things you love to do right now, right? If you're further along the track and you know what you love and what you're really here to do, you're going to write it down into 4 sentences, okay? So you're going to write it down. You're going to take the 4 areas of your life: career and money, relationships and love, health and vitality, and your creative expression, okay? And you're going to write these 4 sentences down in present tense as if they've already been manifested and demonstrated. You're going to write your purpose statement they need to be measurable and obtainable affirmations. These 4 sentences, you're going to write them down basically for those 4 areas of your life, and you're going to write them down in a positive manner, because the universe only knows yes, it does not know no. And you're going to finally, after those 4 sentences, you're going to write down what you'll give in exchange for your financial abundance you desire for your life. Okay, so you're going to say it in a positive statement. So, for example, in your career and money, you might say, I live abundantly on X amount from my platform and investments. Okay, I empower daily through my ministry and my show. Right? So you're going to have it be, you have to have it measurable. I empower 1 million people via my ministry and my show, right? You're going to have it be measurable. It's going to be in the present tense. It's going to be as if it's already happened. You want it to describe an adjective of what the feeling is backed for it. And you want it to be measurable, X amount of money, X amount of people, X amount of like something measurable. Okay. So you're going to do that in 4 areas of your life. So it's going to be 4 succinct, like affirmative sentences. And then you're going to say what you're going to give exchange. Okay. So for example, what I will do in exchange for X amount of money per year is I awaken people to their divinity, their life purpose, and help them manifest their dreams. I also create world-class spiritual leaders, and I create an extraordinary spiritual community. Okay, so that's an example of a life purpose statement. So today, your practice is to create your life purpose statement. So getting clear, get a piece of paper out. What are those 4 areas of your life? What are you committed to? What's a measurable thing for the next quarter? Okay, for the next 3 months. You can do a 10-year one, you can do a 1-year one, you can do a quarterly one, whatever that is. Okay, I do multiple of them, so I know what my big mark is, where I'm shooting for the stars, for my North Star, and I pull it back into the year, my one big thing in those 4 areas, and then I pull it back into the quarter. Today's universal law is the law of desire or destiny. What you truly desire is your destiny. Your greatest will is that which prevails within your life. It is the sum of your consciousness and actions. At the core of you is the creator of your destiny, of the physical realm, a unique divine design. The extent to which you have clarity of your desires and specifically inform universal law is the extent to which you will experience the destiny you consciously desire. The truth is that what you truly desire at a soul level is your destiny. And so on that note, I know that you are here and able to know exactly what you want. And as you know exactly what you want and you get it down in writing and you look at that every single day, you will be in the 1% of the culture. They say that only 3% write down their goals, only 1% of them look at them every single day. And so I know today you have something to do, whether it's just to go out there and experiment and see what you do like and you don't like, or it is to get very, very specific, creating your life purpose statement. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and may you live your truth. Thanks again for tuning in to Dr. Erin and Soulciété podcast. I'd like to invite you to write a review on iTunes. Also, I have a free gift for you, a money meditation and worksheet, which you can find at soulciété.com. That's www.soulciete.com. Or 30 guided meditations at drerin.tv. That's www.drerin.tv. We also hold monthly Soulciété events that are all about transformation and building extraordinary community. You can also watch me live daily on goodmorninglalaland.com or Instagram at drerin.tv. Grab your free manifestation masterclass with the purchase of my international best-selling book, Awakening, a 40-day guide to unleashing your spiritual powers, life purpose, and manifesting your dreams at erinfallhaskell.com/awakening book.